Okay, guys, welcome back. Now we're going to finish this dollhouse. I've already done the sides, and I put this on top. I'm just waiting on my hot glue gun to kind of wake up for me there. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to put things in the middle. So we're going to have a division because this is going to be for your dollhouse. First of all, we're going to take this and we're going to finish the outside of the house. So we're going to have to go all the way around, starting right here at the bottom, and just keep going until we finish it. I decided to do white, although I've been looking at a different color, trying to see if it'd be best to do it off-white to match the color of the wood. So let's see this. Now the thing about getting rope, you can get it at Hobby Lobby when they had it 40% off sale, or you can get it at Michael's when they have their 40% off sale. But you can get it, and it's worth it. It really is. Okay, there we go. Now, see, I was going to do this and do it big, but I'm thinking about doing it smaller, actually, because I want to go all the way around, but I do want it to be nice and really pretty. So, let's cut this here. These are my paper scissors. These are not my rope cutting scissors. Okay, I'm gonna throw that little piece away. I'm gonna see if my gun is ready so that we can hook it up. I keep my gun close because I never know when I might need it. And today I need it. So, I'm going to kind of do this because I want the rope to stay together. So, and we're going to meet it right here. Start right there, and go all the way around. See? Now, whether or not I'm going to finish with the big rope, I may not, but you never know. So I'm going to go all the way around, like so. Here we go. We're going to go all the way around. All the way around. Ooh, we having a lot of fun now. Now, this could be a dollhouse, or if you have curios that you just like it to display, that would be nice too. If you just want to display something nice, and just make it worth your while. Okay. Let me cut this rope here. I have better scissors, but these are the ones that's closer to me right now. So I'm going to use them. And I'm going to fix it to where it'll meet and adhere to this right here. See? There we go. Like I said, if it's best you put your gun on low And that way you can kind of touch this. You can touch it. But when it's on high and it's really, really, you know, it is something else. There we go. And I want this to kind of lean down in here, like so. Because I want it to not show the edges, if possible. If not possible, we can always go back with a smaller ribbon and go on the inside and taper it off. See? We go right here on the inside and fix it with a smaller one, which I think we will do. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start right here at the top, which is what I should have did instead of over here to the side, but that's okay. And we're going to put some glue, see, right here on the inside. I'm a little anal, guys. I just feel like you shouldn't, you should be able to not show anything. So when you're like that, this is what you do. You go ahead and cover it all up. And that's what I'm doing. I'm covering it all up. So just bear with me here. And I'm just going to cover it all up. So I'm going on the inside like this. Just going to press it on down in there. Because I want it to look really nice and professional. So I'm going to just press it on down in there. There you go. Pressing it on down. I'm turning it sideways now. See? You're just pressing it on down. That's all you're doing. To make it look nice on the inside as well as the outside. So you're going to just put it on down up in here. There we go. Put it on there. Okay, we're going to just press it on down and put it on in there to make it look nice. Now, this is scrapbooking paper that I use for the inside. Right here. And I think I did mention that in part 1. I had to do 2 parts. For some reason, my phone said I was out of space. But I wasn't. It's just that Google keeps a lot of your stuff that you delete. When you delete it, you go to Google and you find that they have stored it. They have not deleted it. So I had to go to Google and delete it. Which is, sometimes you have to do the impossible. And to me, that was impossible. Because there was some things there that was from 1920, 1917. Oh my goodness gracious. And I had deleted all that, but it showed that I hadn't because it was stored. And I hated that. I had no idea it was stored. Okay, now I'm going to cut this. And I am going to switch out my scissors because I'm going to be cutting a lot. So I don't want to run into this problem of having to cut. It's very important that you be able to cut whatever you want to cut. And I'm going to put this glue here and just kind of mush it down so it can stay. See, just so it can stay. And it looks like I have a little gap here, which I'm just going to put in a little bit of glue. There we go. And just press it in and hold it for a few seconds. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. Just hold it for a few seconds so that it can get in there real good. Because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get in there because I want it to stay. Okay. Now, we're going to finish. So we go back to the big rope. And we're going to go, I don't want to take it out where as the squares, that it won't show that it's square. So I'm going to have to be very careful with what I do here. I'm going to have to make sure that this stays square. So what I'm thinking about doing is taking my little rope and go around it. And I think that might be better, actually, because maybe I could get my little rope all around and come up. So, and not only that, but it looks pretty cool. You know, big, little, like that. So, we're going to go turn this around. And we're going to start. You know what? I think I'm going to start at the bottom. I'm going to start right here. And the reason being is because I just want to. Okay. Let's see how this works. I'm going to start down here. And this is cotton. This rope is cotton. I'm going to put the big one over here. Just kind of push it out of the way because I don't want it to get in the way. So far, so good. Now, I had problems with this right here, this side. But I'm hoping that my rope will help me out here so that I don't have problems with it. So, we're going to push that in. Push this in nice. Okay. And then we're going to take our thumb and go on around. Like that. See? And I had a little problem with this side too. So I'm going to do the same thing with this side. I'm going to take it. Push it in. And then I'm going to just take my thumb and go on around. And it looks like it's going to work. Now, I got to keep going. This rope, this is a little different than a rope, guys, because it is cotton, and it does seem like it wants to ravel on me. But that's okay. I'm just going to do it softly and just keep going around. I'm going to keep going until I finish my box. Okay. I said it was a toss-up between whether or not I wanted to do it with the big rope or the little rope. I think I like the big rope being right where it is, being right there in the opening. And then we're going to just keep going on around. Now, this is going to turn out to be somewhat of a dollhouse. And you'll see it come to life. And it's going to be a hanging one. So that's going to be even better. Because you're going to be able to hang this on your wall. Put your dolls things in it. And guess what? We are going to do some doll houses and chairs, things like that. Just so we'll see how nice it will look. But if you have curio items, just use them. Put them in this. Because it is going to hang off the wall. And that'll free up some space. So you don't have to try to, get something big or whatever for your little ones. And a little girl would love this. You could buy her little doll houses and things and little furniture, and she could just put that furniture right on in there because it's going to be able to fit it. Okay, we're just going to keep going all the way around. And guys, have you ever heard any jokes lately? I would tell some, but I'm kind of certain that it wouldn't be appropriate. So I'm just going to do my dollhouse and be good with it. Because I don't want no complaints. So, all right. We're just going to keep going. Keep going. There we go. See how fast it works? It does work pretty fast. It'll work faster if you want to use the big rope. I didn't want to use that big rope because I was trying to see just how pretty it would look if I alternated the ropes. Alternated it. Now, on this one rope that I'm using, it comes with, I think it said 10 yards. I would have to look at that packaging again. Because I think I kept the packaging. Now, I do know for sure this one comes 10 yards. See, 10 yards. That's a smaller one. The bigger one is 8 yards. Now, why they cut it down like that, I don't know. It don't make sense to me. It seems like it's all the same yardage. But it's not. Okay? It's not. And it comes with 8 yards. And we're just gonna keep on going. Like I say, this is cotton. So be careful on how you stretch. And the reason why I say be careful on how you stretch it is because you can unravel it. And you don't want to do that. Okay? You don't want to unravel it. Because, like I say, it is cotton. As a matter of fact, you can antique it by getting a brush, put a little black on it. Yeah, you could do a lot of things with this. It doesn't have to be white. I'm just doing it in white. But it could be a different color. It sure can. So it's up to you what you want to do here. You could take brown and put a little brown on it. And that'll make it a little different too. There's so much you can do with this and antique it, or just leave it alone. It's up to you. I really like this. I think it's just really just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. I don't have any little girls to play with it, though, you know. So I guess I have to be the little girl playing with it. Unfortunately. If I had a little girl, I guarantee you she probably never want to grow up. But then I don't know, this day and age, everything is different. My grandson even told me that, Grandma, this generation's a little different. Well, I'm starting to realize he's telling the truth. Okay, so I'm trying to see if this is going to take all of this. We'll see here. Now, if I run out, that's okay. I have another size, and it's a much smaller size. And what I'm going to do with the much smaller size is I was thinking about putting it on here, because I think that'd be kind of cool. You know, it's 3 sizes, then be 3 sizes on here. And that'll make it look really nice. Let's see, because I just want to get here. Now, this wasn't planned like this. When I found this piece, I had to think about it. And I just kept looking at it and looking at it. And I said, you know what? I got an idea. And that's how it struck up. Okay. We're about to approach the finish line here. Okay. Because we're getting to the top of it. Yes, we are. Right there to the top. And that's where we want to be. Right there where it's a big square. See? Big square. And if it makes it, oops, all the way to it, that's even better. I didn't mean to do that, but I didn't want it at the top, because that's where my little ones are going to go. I'm going to put a little rope at the top. Or you can paint it. You know, you don't have to do this all the way to the top. You can paint this. You know, you might decide, oh, I think it'd look better if it was painted. Well, if you think it'll look better painted, paint it. This is your dollhouse. So, well, I'll be darned. I got more than I thought I had. So, I am going to have enough to make it all the way square. Okay? Although I don't know how this happened here. So I'm going to have to flatten it out, because I want it to be all the way to the top. And it's really weird. It's really weird how it's not exactly to the top like the other ones. And I had to bring out my big scissors, my huge scissors here. So, I'm going to cut this out. And I'm going to go ahead and do what I need to do here. Here we go. And I'm wondering if I should just take a little piece here, because I do want it to be, like I say, the other parts are all the way to the top. So I would like this to be all the way to the top. So I'm going to do this and try to get this to kind of push on into itself like this. Okay. See how I'm twisting it up in there? Twisting it. And then I'm going to put it on there. I'm going to just put it right here. Because, like I said, I wanted it all the way to the top. Somewhere along the line, I didn't make it all the way to the top on this side. But I had enough to whereas I could just put it on down up in here. And I'm going to just do this. There you go. And then I'm going to go over here. I got to cut it so it'll be like it's supposed to be. And I cut it in a slant, guys, because I want it to go down like this, okay? It's got to go down like that, like it's a piece of, like it's already been, it's supposed to be there. So you have to do this, okay? So we're just going to put it all right, like that. And I'm just kind of making sure this other, I have a little bit left, see? Now, I could use it and go ahead and do this. But I would have to go back. I can't, because, see, I can't go all the way around. So, that's where the little ones come in at. This one. I want to play with this one, okay? So, I'm going to start at the top, right here. And I'm going to go all the way around with the teeny one and see if I can't fill it in like I would want to. Okay, so I'm going to put the little bitty one here. And I'm going to go all the way around. Now, as you see, I have 3 different sizes. I have small, medium, and large. Now, this is the small, the really teeny one. Okay. All the way around. I want to make sure you guys know exactly how to do this. So that's why I'm talking through it. I usually don't like to talk this much, but I want you to be able to go all the way around. And then we're going to have to quit sometime or another because we got to get those edges, okay? So we're not going to be able to go all the way with these edges. We're going to have to come back and loop, and I'll show you what we're going to do, okay? So you'll be able to loop it the way it should be looped. So we're going to go right back to this. So we're right back to the beginning, like that, okay? Right back to the beginning. Now we're going to, instead of connecting it all the way, we're going to have to finish off our edges. So what we're going to do is just put this here. Go here. Going to loop this back. I think you got the gist of it, because we're going to keep looping it all the way back. And we're going to loop it down like this. And then we're going to pull it, loop it again. So you're going to keep going kind of like a back and forth motion See, like that. Back and forth motion. And you got to make sure it kind of goes into here. So you may have to glue that down right here. Like that. You may have to glue that down right there. And then you're going to come back and you're going to loop it again. Like I say, we're going to do a back and forth loop here. So you're going to pull that back, and then you're going to loop this again. And then you're going to come, and you're going to pull this back again. Like I said, I did not rehearse this at all. This was something that I just came up with. And then we're going to pull it back again. Like that. Pull it on back. And loop it again. Like that. See how that's starting to look? And then you're going to loop it again. So you have to get that little section there. There we go. And then we're going to loop it again, like so. And then we're going to pull it on back. And we're going to do all the corners like this. Going to pull it on back. Just keep looping it. Just keep on going. There you go. Until you finish it. And you're just going to pull this back off in there. See? And then pull this right like that. And it kind of looks like something you would see on a ship, like a naval ship or something, because of the way we looping it. So that's what you're going to do to all of it. And then you're going to just cut it off. And then just kind of press it down like this. Use your glue gun and press it down like that. You're going to just press it down. See? Now, where this silver came from, I don't know. It just keeps getting in the way, though. I think it likes me. So, there we go. And see how that looks. See that? Looks really nice. And you got your little section here. Now, you're going to do all 4 of them like that. Okay, guys. Now we're on the 3rd one. I just want you to notice. I want you to pay close attention. Make sure that you get this. Because if you don't get it, and you make a few mistakes, that's okay. Because you can always go back with ribbon, maybe, and kind of do something different with it. And maybe that'll work for you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that'll work for you. But I want you to just be able to loop it. Just keep going and keep going back and forth. And just putting it on there like that so that you could loop it. And then you're just going to keep going. Keep going with it. See, just press it down. Just keep going. And just make sure you're filling the little gaps. Because you don't want gaps. You really don't. Well, anyway, I don't. I don't know what you guys want to do with it. But, you know, like I said, I just want it different, so I'm just making it different. And you just keep going with it, and you're gonna come back because you're just doing this completely different. See, just keep going, and you're gonna pull this on back like that. So you're gonna glue it. Make sure to stay. Make sure to stay there. There you go. And you're just gonna, and then every time you go back and you loop it back, your loop is gonna be smaller and smaller. Not only is your loop smaller, but you have to make sure that you're making it smaller. You don't want to cover everything. Now you could do this, you probably could do it in a different way, but this is the way I did it, and it works for me, okay? Now you might be able to go all the way around and then come back. I kind of like what I did as far as making a little gap, making it like this, and making little loops on the side. I like the little loops for some reason. Okay, and then you just fill it all in, and then you just come back like that, and then you're going to make another little loop like that. Let me pull this out. There you go, another little loop, and your final little loop is going to be right there. And then you're just going to snip it and press it down with your glue gun. That's your last little loop right there. And let that glue gun work for you. You know, let it work. Just kind of press it down. You can use your nail, or you can use that little rubber thing. Get your fingers. And that's how you do it. Now, we finished all 4 corners. As you can see, it looks really, really nice. See? Nice little box. All the corners are finished. And I noticed I have a little gap here. And I can't have that. So, I'm going to have to go back and put in a little bit of this. So, what I do is I just go back like that, because I want it to be all good, okay? So I'm going to just put it like this, and then I'm going to cut it, and it's going to meet with the big one right here, okay? It's going to meet with that one. And what you do, because this is one to ravel, you just put a little glue there. Like I say, make your glue gun work for you. Make it work. Just push it down like that. There you go. There you go. And you're good to go. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we got to get the insides. Now, I did give you the measurements for the inside, for all of it. And you have to keep your inside. Here's your inside right here. This goes inside. We're going to put something here, because we want to kind of make it where it looks good. See? So we're going to put this right here. But you don't have to use this. I even thought about ribbon. I thought ribbon might be pretty. Let's see. Oh, here's my other ribbon. Or this might be pretty. See that? It's a different type of ribbon. Now, you can also use this ribbon. I have so much ribbon, you would not believe it. Now, I could put this ribbon on there like this because it's kind of Victorian. And that's kind of what I'm going for, is Victorian. Okay, so I'm going to put my glue like that. And then I'm going to put my ribbon on there. See? So I'm going to put my ribbon on there. Now I'm going to use my finger to smooth it down. See? The good thing about ribbon is I don't have to worry about trying to make it work. It works. Okay? And then I'm going to just put it in here. Now, the thing about this is you're going to have to put glue on your sides. Make sure everything is where you want it. Make sure it's where you want it before you put it in there and put your glue on it. Make sure. So we'll turn it this way. And we're going to go straight down like that. So your insides is right there. Now, I did not do glue at the bottom because I wanted to kind of wait till I got it in there. And then I'm going to glue it down. This is a little tricky. See, you got to kind of make it, try to get it as straight as you possibly can. Now, here's your other ones. Now, do you want it like this? Now, do you want to move this a little? How do you want this, you know? It's you can move it a little and have it like this. And then have the other one like that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put ribbon on top of it. Just like we did here. We're going to put ribbon on top of it. There you go. Because this that I have is sort of kind of Victorian, as you can see. Because of the inside, how I did the inside. But you can make the inside any kind of way you want, like I said. I used scrapbooking paper because that's what I wanted to use. Okay? And if you have a little ravel on the end, cut it like that. Use a little glue and just seal it. You know, make your glue gun work for you. That's all you got to do. See? And then you're going to place it where you may want it. I think I want it here. I'm thinking that's where I want it. And then I'm going to take this one. And I'm going to do the same thing with it. Now, the only reason why I haven't glued this in there is because I haven't thought about exactly where I want it. I just know I want it in there. But I knew where I wanted the middle piece there. And like I said, on the ends, just make your glue gun work for you. Get it to go like that. Just push it on down. Like that. There you go. See? Now, I don't know if I want it up or if I want it down or here. Now, these I got at Joann's before they went out of business. It's our scrapbooking also. See? And I put the white fabric on the back. Now, I thought about, making a window covering, making a window here. And then this could be where the bed is. Or I could use this one and put it here, over there, and I can make a kitchen here. See? Or not. It just depends on what you guys want to do with this. You could move this anywhere you want it. You don't have to be right there. It could be anywhere. But you see what it is. It's a nice cover. See? And you have this nice little thing here hanging. And this was at Walmart. Like I said, the box, I've seen them unpacking. And they had a fryer in it. And I took it because it was like that. But this is my Victorian. And I probably will put some other things in there. I don't know if I'll do this window. I haven't decided yet. If I want a window, and I haven't decided if I want to do a window, and then put a bed next to it,